Coming up on Unpeeled, get ready to cheer. A new season of this show is here.
These people are living their golden lives.
We're celebrating Native Heritage Month on campus.
And these actresses are defying gravity on the red carpet. All that and more, Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Unpeeled. I'm Isabella Galan.
And I'm Rickie. Now for an update on the Sexiest Man Alive. People magazine announced John Krasinski as the 2024 Sexiest Man Alive. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert announced the actor and director's victory last night. The 45-year-old is known for his portrayal of Jim Halpert in The Office and as Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan. He's also made waves in recent years for his directorial and writing work for If and the A Quiet Place movies.
Krasinski was shocked to receive the title, saying, quote, "Just immediate blackout. Actually, zero thoughts, other than maybe I'm being punked." And he was not the only one, as many fans did not expect him to be in the conversation in 2024, as he's focusing on directing and writing more than acting. I mean, I definitely was one of those people. I was pretty shocked when they named him this year's Sexiest Man Alive, but I will say, I do understand the appeal. He's a very charming guy and has a great personality, which I think is also important for this title.
Yeah, they kept it a pretty good secret from my standpoint, and you mentioned it. I think, these cover photos matched his personality. It's a very laid back, never too offset, and I think that they had so many other cool categories as well this year that allowed so many other guys to get the spotlight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I personally thought that Glenn Powell was going to take it because, look at the guy. But here at Unpeeled, we also seem to think that Glenn Powell was going to take it. We did a poll ourselves, and most people did end up voting for him. But yeah, there you can look at it right now. Glenn Powell won by a decent margin. But look at those other guys up there: Josh O'Connor, Mike Feist. There's great guys. They'll get it eventually. They got their time.
14 tallies for Glenn Powell, but Rob actually won. I don't know if you saw, but he put an infinity sign on his name. So
Rob actually won.
Is Unpeeled Sexiest Man Alive.
And from current to former Sexiest Man Alive, country star Blake Shelton is hitting the road next year to find the next big artist. After his departure from The Voice earlier this year, he announced the creation of his own singing competition series called The Road on Monday.
The Road will follow new artists going on tour and opening for a headliner who is yet to be announced. The contestants will have to win over local fan bases in order to travel to the next venue and stay in the competition. The Road is set to release in fall 2025 on CBS.
And grab your pom-poms, Unpeelers. Netflix announced season 2 of America's Sweethearts, Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders on Monday. The docuseries will follow the cheerleaders' current season in the NFL, starting from auditions and training camps all the way through the end of the season.
Netflix teased the new season with a video showcasing the team going through a routine before shouting DCC Season 2 at the end. Season 1 was on the list of top 10 shows in the U.S. for 5 straight weeks when it was released and reached the top 10 in 27 other countries. Season 2 is set to release in 2025, hoping to continue the show's success. Isabella, this was an absolute smash hit when it released on Netflix last year, and I feel like, we talk about what is the peak of any profession. When it comes to cheerleading, absolutely it is a cheerleader for the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, absolutely. And they started really, obviously, as an incredible team for an incredible football team. But they also had a reality TV show, which I feel like also aided in their popularity as well. It was called Making the Team back in 2006. And then now to go from reality TV show to a docuseries showing the real everyday, day in, day out lives of these cheerleaders and the struggles that sometimes they have to go through in order to be on this team is a really great way to showcase all of their hard work.
Definitely. I'm going to be honest. I think if I tried any of their routines, I would shatter my ankle or something. I don't know. But you mentioned it. I think that's a main reason why so many people tuned in, because yes, we see them on the field every Sunday cheerleading for their team, but now we get to see the behind the scenes and the more intimate look at what goes into these cheerleading routines.
For sure. Can't wait for season 2.
And sticking with women's sports, actress Whoopi Goldberg has announced the launch of her new TV network, All Women's Sports Network. The network will broadcast all women's games in 65 countries across the globe. On The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Goldberg said, quote, "If a woman is playing it, we're showing it."
Goldberg explained this idea has been an idea of hers for 16 years, ever since being restricted from playing sports as a child due to her gender. The network is currently available in the Middle East, Asia, and India, with a U.S. launch in the works. And Dancing with the Stars celebrated its 500th episode last night, and it did not disappoint. The night opened with a performance of Beyoncé's Crazy in Love, the same opening number song from the season premiere in 2005. The current contestants were joined on stage by season 27 champion Sharna Burgess to perform the number.
But that's not all. Many past competitors returned to the ballroom, including gymnast Simone Biles and meteorologist Ginger Z. The 500th episode featured the remaining 6 groups performing routines that honored past performances and added a new instant dance segment. Isabella, I thought that was an absolutely creative segment and a new way to add some flair to this historic episode. And Bruno Tonioli actually said in an article that not only does he want to keep good traditions going with the show, but also keep it fresh and relevant to young audiences.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they said it. The first episode aired in 2005. That was the year I was born. So that was kind of a long time ago. The show's been around for some time, and it's maintained its popularity, obviously by adding new stars that are popular for the time being, but also their presence on TikTok, I feel like really has helped this season. And they did a great job honoring not only the current contestants and how far they've come and developed on this season, but also the contestants of the past and the iconic numbers that we all know and love.
Exactly. You know, they also did a touching tribute to Len Goodman, obviously former judge, on the show. But also, I gotta ask, what's your favorite routine?
I think Joey Graziadei stole the show last night, and I think he's gonna win the whole thing.
I got Danny Amendola.
All right, we'll see who wins. And when we return, we're working late because we're Unpeelers.
And it's time for the final episode of this golden series. You don't want to miss it.
Come on, it's not that hard.
My big man fingers are having a problem with these little tiny buttons.
Whoa, watch it there. Your blood pressure's gonna go through the roof.
Tell me about it. I'm trying to learn how to get it down. Instead, it keeps going up.
High blood pressure can increase the risk for heart attack or stroke. Learn how to keep yours at a healthy range.
Ever hear a voice command? Just say text barbershop to 97779.
That's not what I said.
Just give me that. Now my blood pressure's up.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend?
Nice, single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Women are bad with money.
It's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer
80%
more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that,
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault. Then the funds.
learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
The 2025 Grammy nominations are out and they are stacked. Here to break down some of the major achievements and categories is our red carpet reporter, Charlene Nomany.
Thanks, Rickie. I am so excited about next year's Grammys. First, Beyoncé just smashed the tie between her and her husband for most nominations. With 11 in one night, she sets the record at 99, which some say is deserved after receiving 0 Country Music Award nominations for her country-inspired album. And for the first time ever, the Best Pop Vocal Album nominee lineup is all women, consisting of Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet, Billie Eilish's Hit Me Hard and Soft, Chappell Roan's The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, Swift's The Tortured Poets Department, and Ariana Grande's Eternal Sunshine. Notably, Eternal Sunshine is missing from the Album of the Year nominations, surprising fans and publications. The rest of this category's nominees are nominated for Album of the Year, with the addition of Cowboy Carter by Beyoncé, New Blue Sun by Andre 3000, Jessie Volume 4 by Jacob Collier, and Brat by Charlie XCX. And Best New Artist is stacked this year. Chappell Roan is nominated, no surprise there, but what is surprising are artists Kuran Bin, Ray, and Doechii, all more underground compared to Chappell Roan and Sabrina Carpenter. The most notable songs nominated for Record of the Year are Espresso, 360, Not Like Us, and Good Luck Babe. All of these had massive cultural impact this year, with Brat Summer, Drake-Kendrick Lamar beef, and the explosion of Chappell Roan and Sabrina Carpenter. There were a few snubs this year, but the most notable, in my opinion, is Hozier. Despite his album Unreal Unearthed seeing massive success and Too Sweet topping the Billboard Hot 100, he wasn't nominated in a single category. Despite this injustice, I'm tuning in to see my faves, Doechii and Chappell Roan. What about you, Isabella?
I am also very excited for the Grammys. Thank you, Charlene. Your attention may be focused on the Grammys, but what has my attention right now is the Golden Bachelorette, and our reality TV reporter Rob Gabrick is here with their latest. Rob, I know I am so excited about the Golden Bachelorette, and you are too. Why are people so excited about this season? And we're tuning in all season long.
Yes, absolutely. I think that the biggest thing is that there's a lot less drama in the Golden Bachelorette and the Golden Bachelor, and it's really refreshing to see a cast of older age characters getting this sort of time in the spotlight compared to casts of like Love Island, MILF Manor, Jersey Shore. It's just refreshing to see this generation in the spotlight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I bet Men's Tell-All was very different than the tell-alls of some different Bachelorette fan franchises. What made it so special? What were some highlights?
So you can't stress it enough that the camaraderie between the men is spectacular, and it's really what has brought a lot of viewers to the show this season. Some highlights were Jack. He cooked burgers for the entire audience, cast, and crew. Yeah,
That's
it was
so fun.
Crazy. Yeah, but you could see it's long taping, multiple hours.
Yeah.
People don't get food. Jack brought food. Everyone had smiles on their faces. It was great to see. Charles had some highlights as well. Charles came on the show after his wife passed. His daughter pushed him to be on the show, and he says he's reinvigorated. He may be our next Golden Bachelor.
Wow,
yes. That's
going to be very exciting.
And as we're seeing here, Kim, he actually wrote a song called The Mansion Men, and it was performed on the show by the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. Smiles on everyone's faces. It was just a great event.
Wow, that's awesome. And really quickly, I know Joan said that she wasn't willing to move for her partner.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
So I think this stems from the Golden Bachelor. They did not end up staying together after the pair won. And it's just hard for anyone of any age to uproot and move their lives, but especially for older people. So I respect Joan and her opinions, and I hope that her bachelor does as well.
I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Rob. Can't wait. And after the break, we are highlighting some of the cultural festivities here at SU. Stay with us, Unpeelers.
They took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Native Heritage Month kicked off November 1st, and Syracuse University is celebrating the month with a variety of different events. Our Syracuse events reporter Tegan Brostrom is live with more on how you can participate. Hey, Tegan.
I am here at 113 Euclid, home to Syracuse University's Native Student Program. This month, it's Native Heritage Month, and there will be a total of 12 events put on by the Native Student Program. Syracuse stands on Onondaga land, but these events celebrate and honor the traditions of all indigenous tribes across the country. Yesterday here at 113 Euclid was a Indigenous Friendsgiving, an event hosted to decolonize Thanksgiving but bring people together and honor Indigenous food. This week, it's Rock Your Mocks week, so pull out those moccasins. I have mine on right now. And we have a variety of events happening here, but the main thing is people posting across the nation on Instagram with their moccasins with the hashtag Rock Your Mocks. The culminating event is here at 113 Euclid on November 20th. It's on Transgender Remembrance Day, and the event will feature a discussion about the history of the Two-Spirit people and empowerment building exercises. Every Native Heritage Month event is free for all Syracuse and ESF students, and those students are encouraged to come. For more information, visit syracuse.experience.edu. I'm Tegan Brostrom for Citrus TV's Unpeeled.
Thank you so much, Tegan. Phenomenal as always. And it may be Native Heritage Month, but it's also a month for all things college sports. Here to talk about everything we need to know is our sports reporter, Drew Alba.
Thanks, Ricky. When you look outside at 4 p.m. and it's dark out, that can mean just one thing: college sports. With college football in full swing and basketball just starting, it's time for a college sports roundup. The 11th ranked Auburn Tigers upset 4th ranked Houston last weekend, but that wasn't the most important part of the story. The victory came just one day after the Tigers' flight had to be grounded because of a mid-air fight involving a couple of Auburn teammates. The incident involved Jaquie Howard and Jahai Hudson, reserves for the Tigers. The fight de-escalated quickly and no one was injured, but the pilot still opted to ground the plane. Both players did not travel to experience the upset win, so as the saying goes, actions have consequences. Speaking of consequences, or lack thereof, 16th ranked Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart, who has been in the news for cheating on his girlfriend, knocked off 3rd ranked Georgia a few nights ago. There are now 7 teams in the Southeastern Conference with either 1 or 2 losses, all who can still win the conference. Next week's matchup between first place Tennessee and Georgia should determine a lot, as all 7 teams flounder for just 2 spots. And on a sadder note, voice of college football Kirk Herbstreit's golden retriever named Ben died at age 10 due to cancer last weekend. Ben would travel with Kirk across the country as his therapy dog to help him with the loneliness that comes with traveling every weekend. The golden retriever was diagnosed with leukemia and lymphoma in March. Ben meant so much to both America and Kirk, but to truly understand just how special of a dog he was, let's hear from the man himself.
Dogs' only flaw as a species is they don't live long enough, but the warmth they give us, that never goes away. So neither will Ben. This man's best friend, who became America's best friend.
Truly a heartwarming story that once again shows why sports is so important and unites so many people. Rest in peace, Ben.
Drew, this podcast gave us more insight into an emotional breakup. We're here to break it all down after the break.
Here's your check.
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
They said a bottle was just a bottle. That no one would ever notice me. But I knew I could be more. That one day, I would make people smile.
Welcome back to Unpeeled. While Zach Bryan was performing love songs on stage, his relationship behind the scenes was certainly not a love story. Our pop culture reporter Sigourney Bell has more on this story.
Yes, Isabella, country singer Zach Bryan, and social media influencer Brianna LaPaglia have officially broken up, but there's more to the story than just a normal celebrity breakup. And since the internet and I remember everything, here are all the details. Brianna hinted at the messy relationship after Bryan posted to his Instagram story telling all 4 million of his fans about the breakup. Brianna responded to this post on TikTok crying, saying she felt completely blindsided by the post, considering her and Bryan had agreed to keep the breakup private. She explained her frustrations on the BFS podcast. Take a listen.
I didn't even get to tell my mom, my dad, my sisters, my cousins, my best friends. Everyone in my life found out about my breakup from his Instagram story. Because we had broken up the night before.
But the Instagram story was only the beginning. Brianna claims that after the breakup, Bryan's team offered her $12 million to sign an NDA and not discuss her relationship experience. Brianna goes on to claim Bryan emotionally abused her and shared stories of his angry alcoholic tantrums.
There was always another excuse as to why he was treating me so poorly and why I'm crying myself to sleep every night, why he's screaming at me like, you wake up, it's the apology, I'm going to be better, like I need you in my life. Like I don't expect people to understand emotional abuse if you haven't been through it. And
After discussing her experience, fans have sympathized with her story and have also begun analyzing Bryan's past relationships and songs, attempting to see if this behavior of alcoholism and emotional abuse is true. Some found allegations that Bryan had cheated on his former wife of 1 year and sent her divorce papers while she was deployed in the Navy. Bryan denies any cheating allegations, but the divorce papers through the mail, that's true. Brianna's co-hosts Josh Richards and Dave Portnoy have also shown their support for releasing a diss track against Bryan titled Smallest Man, taking inspiration from Taylor Swift's songs, then releasing another track, this time titled Country Ditty. Needless to say, they are not letting Bryan pay his way out of this breakup. As of now, Bryan has not responded to any of the diss tracks or allegations and continues to go on tour and release new music. I guess we can say he's taking the high road on this one. Until next time, I'm your pop culture reporter, Sigourney Bell.
Thank you, Sigourney. That was a lot. But the highly anticipated movie Wicked hits theaters soon, and the star's red carpet looks at the premieres have been nothing short of show-stopping. Here with more is our fashion and beauty reporter, Cami Bremer. Now, Cami, tell me all about, what has gone into these outfits for Ariana and Cynthia.
Well, Ariana and Cynthia really embody their characters, Glinda and Elphaba, throughout the entire tour, but especially in LA, and their fashion was incredible. Starting off with Ariana, she wore a blush pink custom gingham cocktail dress by designer Tom Brown, and then she paired it with sparkly crystal heels, which really just tied the whole look together. And then moving on to Cynthia, she really channeled her character as well, as she wore a vinyl custom Louis Vuitton green gown, and then she paired it with a feathered stole, which I just thought was super fun and such a cool twist on a red carpet typical look. Now, the really interesting part was that their stylists actually coordinated their outfits together, so it made their outfits, especially in the LA premiere, super memorable and super fun for fashion fans like myself.
Exactly, and we talked about Ariana and Cynthia, but now let's get into Jonathan Bailey. I know he's, been in the news for some wild stuff. What are they?
Okay, well, his look is probably the most memorable out of all of them.
Yeah.
He actually wore a custom Versace chainmail top, and then he paired it with white tailored trousers as well as red ruby slippers. Now, the cool part about the top is that it actually paid homage to the 1990s legendary Versace chainmail dress worn by supermodel Kate Moss. So super fun, super cool. And then, as if his look wasn't already immaculate enough, he tied in a red poppy boutonniere, which paid a nod to the Wizard of Oz movie, but also the timing of the premiere, which was right before UK Remembrance Day, which is where he's from.
So we talked about all three of these stars. Now, you have a lot of interest in this topic. So what were some of your favorite for this premiere?
Oof, it is a tough one because I genuinely loved how all the celebrities really embody their characters or the movie in general. But if I had to pick a favorite look, definitely Jonathan Bailey's, just because men's fashion can tend to be a little boring at some points, but I really felt like his look was so out of the box, and I just loved it. I thought it was so fun.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Cami. I'm
so
excited for Wicked. Now, when we return, we're playing a round of Unpeeled Connections. You don't want to miss it. Badass. The New York Times Tech Guild, which includes more than 600 people, officially ended their strike on Monday despite not reaching a compromise on a new contract. The guild, which manages the Times games, picketed outside of the headquarters in Manhattan in hopes of receiving higher wages and job protections.
The strike lasted a week, with members urging people to not play the games while they were picketing. They even created a strike-friendly website with games for the public. So, to honor these workers, we created our very own Unpeeled themed connections. Let's take a look. Okay, so immediately the first thing that jumps out at me is Costco.
Yes.
And we did do a Costco Guys kicker. So I'm thinking one of the categories could be kickers we've done.
Yeah.
Because we also did hot ones.
Spotify.
We did do one. That's one we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so then there has to be one more potential kicker.
Is it... No, not the
Not It
slippers.
Ends With Us. Was it Minecraft? Did we do a Minecraft?
I feel like that was a top story that we did, though. We can do it. Why not?
Let's try it. Let's try it. We could be wrong.
Ooh,
okay. Let's try...
Ruby slippers instead.
Okay, yeah. Let's go for it.
Oh, yeah, because they did... Yeah, ruby slippers. Yeah, let's go.
There we go. There we go. Okay,
all right.
Next category. Okay, so I'm seeing black.
Black.
Bars.
Bars.
Those are take commands.
Yes.
Kind of think take.
Roll and take, and then we'll
so
call
those are
them
different
show
cues.
commands, control commands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Okay, next one. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I think this is our best kicker so far.
Definitely. So Sweat.
Wicked is a movie. Uglies is a movie. Heartstopper is a show. It Ends With Us is a movie. Minecraft is a movie.
No, or is it okay? Yeah, try it.
We try it.
Try.
Oh,
okay, no.
Okay,
so,
one away.
So Wicked, It Ends With Us, Minecraft, and Sweat were all top stories, I believe.
Sweat.
Or was that just a reporter story? Okay, so okay, yeah.
Okay,
so then let's do Minecraft, Wicked, It Ends With Us, Heartstopper, movies. Okay.
Okay, that Heartstopper is a show, so I wouldn't put that in there. And it's not. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, this is very very confusing.
We were doing so well.
Exactly,
Okay.
we were on a roll.
Let's see.
Child star?
Maybe? I don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
movies. Okay.
Okay. Oh, the
Demi
documentary.
Lovato, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Demi
okay.
Lovato.
And then last category, I don't know what this is.
Shows?
Ella's
Pop Culture Obsessions. Okay,
All right,
yeah.
I think we did pretty well.
Yeah,
Compared
we
to
love
when
her
we tried
emails
to
with
guess the Spotify playlist, we did better.
Yeah, this is definitely our best kicker,
Yeah,
by far.
for sure.
By far. And unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you tonight.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at CitrusTVE, on X at Unpeeled_Syracuse on Instagram. I'm Isabella Galan.
And I'm Rickie Potts. We'll see you next Wednesday live at 8 p.m. From all of us at Unpeeled, have a great night, Syracuse.